Hey guys, it is your favorite golf and travel pro, Helene, and this is a live dedicated to MSC Cruises. So I have my own travel agency. It is called Gift of Travel. So always think of receiving a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or a gift just because you're beautiful, a gift just because it's Thursday, whatever the occasion is. But we love receiving gifts, and what is a better gift than the gift of travel? So I love that name for the business. I hope you love it too. And I hope you remember it for every time that you want to take another experience, create other experiences for yourself and for your loved ones, and, build on more memories throughout life. So this evening, I decided, hey, I get all of these updates from the different suppliers and vendors, and I just need to share it with you guys because it doesn't do anybody justice by staying in my inbox. Okay. So I'm going to come out here and share with you guys some of the things that are coming into my inbox, and then hopefully it is beneficial to you also. All right. Let me just get comfortable here. Okay, so I am going through some of the Memorial Day deals with MSC. So we just celebrated Memorial Day. I hope it was a meaningful day for everyone, especially if you've been impacted by the loss of a loved one or someone close to your family that gave the ultimate sacrifice. And so MSC had some amazing deals for Memorial Day. So I'm just going to highlight a few of them here. And so this first one, so I selected a few different ones to share. So some of them are going to be Caribbean cruises, some of them are going to highlight the Mediterranean region, some are going to go to Bermuda. I think I selected one for Bermuda. Perfect. So let me just go through the list here and just talk through some of them with you. And again, for anyone who's joining, my name is Helene. I am your Golf and Travel Pro, and we're highlighting MSC Cruises. And these are Memorial Day sales that are still going on with MSC Cruise. So I want you to take a look at those. So the first one, we have a 7-night Caribbean and Bahamas. And I highlighted this one because it actually goes to the island side, so the Eastern Caribbean side, and you have some options there. And these are Memorial Day sales, so they're still happening for the summertime. Okay. So the first one, again, this is a 7-night Caribbean and Bahamas on the MSC Seascape. And this is going to be from August 24th to August 31st. And the port of call is in Miami. So first day is, docking in, it's docked in Miami, so you board in Miami. And then first night is going to be off of the MSC Marine Reserve Cove. So you have the Ocean K, MSC Marine Reserve. So, like that's MSC's private island where it's going to feel very much like a resort. And they have everything there for you. They cater to you. It feels like your own private island, and so you can do MSC cruises with a loved one, with your children. It's very friendly for families. And, you can do all of the things. So again, just highlighting a 7-day cruise with them, Caribbean and Bahamas, and it's $529 per person. Okay. So again, these are the Memorial Day deals that are still active. So MSC Marine Reserve, while you're there, you can do a tour of the lighthouse, and then they have a bar. You can do all of the things at that area, and then you can even do waterside spa treatments, which is something that I always highlight because you're there. It's like right on the ocean. You're not hearing anything else but the waves. So you get your spa treatment right on the beachfront, which is really amazing. And then you have the marina. And so it's really pretty. All the eateries are there. Everything is there for you. You don't have to travel too far. Just it's a day to relax, really and truly. And so you leave there at at 8 p.m. that night. That's day 2. And then you wake up in Nassau. And so the first thing that you want to do in Nassau, I always tell people, is find some seafood, because in Bahamas they love to eat conch. So you can get like fresh conch, like a seafood salad. I'm not sure if other islands make a lot of conch fritters. I don't think I remember eating conch fritters in Bahamas, but I know they eat a lot of conch there. So definitely check that out. And if you love water theme parks, etc., you definitely want to go to Atlantis, because they have the most amazing water park there. So you definitely want to check out Atlantis Resort for the aqua venture. They have really great restaurants there as well. You can swim with the stingrays, pet the stingrays, all of the things. And then you can do a bush and medicine tour, which I just found out recently. And it sounds so nice because, I mean, I'm a tea drinker. Like, I have my tea here with me. So I'm definitely a tea drinker. And if you're a tea drinker also, I think it would be good just to take a look at the bush medicine gardens and tea tour, because it's like in the islands, like anytime you get sick, it's like drink some bush tea. And then you're gonna be good, right? So I don't know if you have like any island grandparents or whatever, or have like any island people connected to you, but it's all about the bush tea. So it's, and it's like it makes sense because it's the natural, right? So what comes from the ground that can heal you. So I love that, and I love that they highlight that, especially to do that in Nassau. And so day 4 is a day at sea. And on day five, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be in Falmouth, Jamaica. And so for everybody who loves, the Irie lifestyle of Jamaica, I think that's gonna be a good one for you. So day 5, you're in Falmouth. So you have this is I'm just reading what they say, right? Because everybody experiences Jamaica differently, but you have your reggae rum, beautiful beaches, spicy cuisine, and lush green courtyards or courtside um, in Falmouth. And let me see, what do they highlight? So they highlight that you should get a glimpse of plantation life. So they probably want you to go and take a look at like the old great houses, understand maybe about like growing sugarcane, production of rum. All of these things are very popular to do in the Caribbean. And they have, you can do the bamboo rafting along the river, which is I would highly recommend also. And let's see, let me just read it. So our combined nature and history on a relaxed guided bamboo rafting trip along the Martha Brae River, passing clusters of whispering bamboo and ferns along the 3-mile journey. During this MSC excursion, you will visit St. Peter's Anglican Church, one of the oldest and largest in Jamaica, before reaching the charming village of Martha Brae, founded by a plantation owner in 1762 when he sectioned off part of his estate. So beyond Falmouth, the MSC excursion takes you to Ocho Rios and Duns River, which you definitely want to do, where you'll be guided up the 600-foot cascading waterfalls, and it truly is an unforgettable experience. So if you haven't had the opportunity to visit Jamaica as yet and go to Ochi and eat food out there and go to Duns River, highly recommended if you were able to take this cruise and visit. So they take you up the waterfall, or you can also take a chairlift up to the mountainside through the tropical forest canopy. And you could do a bobsled run full of twists and turns down the mountain. Who remembers the blob? Oh my God, I didn't even know that they had this. Yeah, Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. Who remember that movie Cool Runnings? Oh my goodness. Okay, so they have bobsled in Jamaica, obviously not on ice. And then for those equestrians, like you can do horseback riding on the sea. That sounds so nice. Okay, I'm excited about the bobsled. I'm gonna have to see if I find pictures of that, because I think for the entire time I've been like visiting Jamaica, or even like talking about like watching travel stuff, like I've never seen. Let me know if you have seen this, because I have not. But I think it's gonna be a really good attraction for anybody who decides to visit. Okay, so day 5 is Falmouth, Jamaica, and then day 6, you're going to end up in Georgetown, Cayman Islands. So Cayman is very beautiful, and you have the entire day there. So it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And let me just read through what they say here, because there's a lot that you can do. So you're going to Grand Cayman Island. So St. Georgetown offers unique experiences that seamlessly blends the prestigious financial district with the laid-back atmosphere of Caribbean life. So basically, they're saying Cayman Islands definitely a wealthy place. So you're gonna see the wealth when you walk around. Okay. You're going to stroll around the city's charming streets to discover an abundance of um, colorful colonial style buildings, bars, and shops. And then you're going to descend into the mystifying crystal caves with a knowledgeable tour guide and witness the magnificent stalactite and stalagmite crystal formations. Finish the day by savoring a delicious meal at one of the numerous local restaurants, before setting sail once again. So some of the destination exclusives that they highlight, they want you to go to, or they're promoting Stingray City to get an up close and personal experience with the stingrays, or you can swim with the green sea turtles at the Cayman Turtle Center and learn more about conservation efforts on the island to save the endangered species. That sounds definitely like something to do. And you can go to 7 Mile Beach. This just sounds like something to do to just chill and relax. So you're gonna go to 7 Mile Beach, bask in the sun at the beach, and just lay out. Probably have some good drinks, and enjoy the location. And then there's always the local museum. So you want to visit the Cayman Islands National Museum to learn about the island's rich heritage. Because it doesn't make sense to go to a place, especially for your first time, and not learn about the place. If you've been to Cayman Islands many times before, then if you've gone to the museum maybe once or twice, because sometimes you need to go to that second time to really get it. Maybe like you rushed through the first time, right? But if you go the second time, you probably have a better idea of exactly what the history of the island is, or the place is, wherever it is that you're visiting. So I think those are very responsible adventures for them to promote. So we like that. And day 7, you're at sea. So this is your time to explore the ship, go to the pool, hang out at the poolside bars, maybe make all of your reservations to have your lunch and dinner, experience the shows that they have on the ship. What else can you do? Maybe find all the desserts. Yeah, hit up all the ice cream places, get all the cakes and all the treats. Get a like I already said spotty. That's like the number one thing you want to do. And then day 8, you end up back in Miami. The cruise is over. But yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that maybe you live in Miami or you just fly into Miami. So on your last day, you may want to go explore Miami also. So that was your 7-night Caribbean and Bahamas cruise. And I like this one. So I'm glad that I highlighted it, and I hope you like it too. Like, the whole point of me here is to share the cruise with you, right? So your day 1, just a quick recap, right? So 7 nights Caribbean and Bahamas, MSC Seascape, August 24th through August 25th of this year. So this is a last minute deal. Oh, not last, well, yes, a last minute deal because it's August, but it's a Memorial Day special that's happening with MSC Cruise, and it's from 592 per person. Day 1, you're in Miami. Day 2, Ocean Cay Marine Reserve in Bahamas. Day 3, Nassau. Day 4 is at sea. Day 5, you're in Falmouth, Jamaica. Day 6, you're in Georgetown, Cayman Islands. Day 7, you're back at sea. And then day 8, you end up back in Miami. All right, let's find another one. And let me know what you think about the cruises that I'm sharing. Put some comments in the chat. Let's talk about it. Or you could message me on the side to let me know what you think about the offerings that we're sharing. If it makes sense for you, if it's something that you want to do. So let me know. Okay, here is a Western Caribbean. So this is going to be your Central America. This is a 7-night Caribbean and Bahamas. So, but this Caribbean is Western Caribbean. So always remember, Western Caribbean is Central America, Eastern Caribbean is the islands. And so Western Caribbean from 817 per person, and this is the same ship, the MSC Seashore. Say that 10 times fast. And it leaves on August 3rd, and then you get back on August 10th for 2025. So first day, this one is from Port Canaveral in Orlando. So the one that I was just mentioning, that one is from Miami. This one is on Port Canaveral in Orlando. And if you're just joining, so before I go over this one again, so if you're just joining, my name is Helene. I am your golf and travel pro, and I am my travel company is Gift of Travel. Hey, and Gift of Travel, and so I get all of these details or like updates from the vendors and suppliers. So I'm just going to start sharing them because it doesn't make sense for it to sit in my inbox. And at Gift of Travel, we help you create amazing experiences. And then if you decide that this is something that you'd like to do, I can teach you how to do that also. So I'm going over some Memorial Day sales that are happening with MSC Cruises. And this one's 7 nights, Western Caribbean and Bahamas, August 3rd through August 10th. So your first day, you're going to be in Port Canaveral in Orlando. And then you sail, you go to Ocean Cay, the MSC Marine Reserve. So remember, this is MSC's private island, so it's going to feel very luxurious for you. You can go get your massage on the beach. You can go to all of the poolside bars that are there, but it's only going to be people from the cruise. So nobody else is there. It's MSC's private island. And then you do a day at sea. So this is your opportunity to explore the ship. So go get more spa treatments on the ship. Go visit all of the restaurants that are on the ship. Take a look at the entertainment, like what's there. Is there good ice cream? Do they have tacos? Like, what are they doing on the ship? Like, what games do they have? If you're going with children, maybe they have like an arcade, but maybe there's also an adults arcade that you want to check out, right? So it's not all about the kids when you're traveling. All right. And then, so that's your day at sea. Day 3. Day 4, you're going to end up in Honduras. You're going to wake up in Honduras, Isla de Rotan. And I'm going to read what they're saying, some of the destination exclusives that they recommend that you take a look at. So you want to make your way to West Bay for cocktails, beaches, and shopping. So I'm assuming that it's going to be close by, probably like in the same docking area for the ship. And then after you do all of your shopping, etc., at West Bay, they're recommending that you go to take a look at Punta Gorda. And okay, so you want to take a look at the Garifuna people and the Oak Ridge. So it's a village on stilts, only accessible by boat, where you can learn about fishing culture, taste local delicacies, and explore the island's waterways and mangroves. So definitely want to check that out. And then lastly, what they highlight is whether you're a seasoned scuba diver or a first time snorkeler, you want to grab your gear and dive into the water to explore the island's barrier reef, which is known as a sanctuary for diverse marine life, such as tropical fish, sea turtles, and manatees. Um, and yeah, they share a lot of photos about it. You could take a look at their website. And again, this one's 7 nights, Western Caribbean and Bahamas, $817 per person, and this is a Memorial Day special that they have. So day 5, you're going to be in Costa Maya, Mexico, and it's beautiful there. Beach again. You want to take a look at the wildlife and lush vegetation that they have at Costa Maya, and you can definitely go for baths in the mangroves. Again, here they have flamingos, so they highlight the white and pink flamingos. So you want to go and take a look at that also, and then more snorkeling, windsurfing. Windsurfing is a lot of fun. You want to do that, and kayaking, or you can go on a catamaran cruise, which sounds really good. Maybe like a dinner. Let me see. Okay, maybe not a dinner cruise, but you could do like an afternoon one because they leave Costa Maya at 6. So if you do all of like your exploration things earlier in the day, then you can do the cruise in the early afternoon so that you can get back to Port of Call by 6 p.m. Day 6, you end up in Cozumel. And so Cozumel, we know, has beautiful beaches, turquoise waters. You want to go to the Cozumel Museum if it's your first time. If it is first or second time, I highly recommend going to the museum. If it's not, then okay, maybe you'll understand like the history of the place already, so you want to find different things to do, which is going to be great. But again, a lot of beach opportunities there. You want to definitely check out the Mayan ruins while you're there. That's number one. Xcaret has all of the things. Like they have the pools, they also have some ruins there that you could take a look at. They have aquariums, they have not regular, I mean, authentic Mayan villages. That's what I meant to say. And so definitely want to visit Escaret on your day in Mexico, in Cozumel. So you're docked there from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you have a lot of time, and you can do a lot outside of Escaret also. So if you want to make that the first thing that you do, if you've been to Cozumel before, if you want to make that the first thing that you do, and then go to explore more local places the rest of the day, then that would be a good option for you also. And then day 7, you're back at sea, right? Because you got to head back home, unfortunately. But it takes you back to Port Canaveral in Orlando. So that's the 7-night Caribbean, Western Caribbean, and Bahamas cruise. And that again is 817 per person. So you visit 5 ports and you have 2 days at sea. And so we wrapped up that one. Let me find another one for you. And you can always let me know what you think about the cruise options that I'm sharing. So we'll find some different ones later on. I'll definitely try to make this like a more regular thing that I do, because I want you to know about what is available. Because as travel advisors, we get all of the material from the suppliers. And I understand, like, you guys, like, it's not your industry, so you're not getting the industry updates from the vendors and the suppliers. So I need to share it with you because I'm getting it. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to know it and not for you to know it. I know you can Google it, but sometimes it may not be like the thing that you want to Google. But if I share it and you're like, oh yeah, I was actually thinking about that, then we can help you plan the cruise for maybe like a special occasion that's coming up or something. So we could talk about that at any time. So remember, Helene at Gift of Travel. And yeah, you follow me here, message me. I think I have like all of my contact information updated. So it should be good. So let's send you cruising or to experience some other, travel adventure, right? So Helene at Gift of Travel. Okay, and I'm highlighting MSC Cruises right now, and these are their Memorial Day sales that are being offered. So let's say that you lived in Italy, fancy, and you wanted to do a 7-day or 7-night Mediterranean cruise. So this is very last minute, because this one is July 21st to July 28th. And I'm just sharing the information so you know what some of the options are, right? And so this one is from 989 per person. You're gonna visit day 1. You're in Rome, and of course, what's the number one thing to do in Rome? You already know, Colosseum, right? I don't have to tell you that. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do. You want to visit the Colosseum. You want to go to the fountain. Like, we know these are the things to do, right? So they're like, so wherever you are, you would fly to Italy and start the cruise there. So maybe you gave yourself a couple days ahead in advance to get over there and then to go check out some of the sites. But once in Rome, do as the Romans do. Make sure you go to the Colosseum. Make sure you go to the fountain, and then stroll to Vatican City. And maybe Vatican City, like, maybe there's a lot happening there right now, or is there still buzzing since they just elected the new pope? So I'm not sure what's happening over there right now, but there's always something going on over there, right? So all right, so day 1, you are in Italy. So you're going to take in the sights, and the cruise actually sets sail at 7 p.m., right? So you have all day to do all of these things, and then the cruise leaves Italy 7 p.m., or at least Rome. Second day, you end up in Portofino. And in Portofino, you can visit Genoa to experience a marvelously eclectic and vibrant atmosphere that boasts more zest and intrigue than all the surrounding coastal resorts combined. Okay, and it offers an array of attractions from exquisite art galleries and museums to Europe's second largest aquarium. And this quaint Italian city perfectly merges old town charm with modern appeal. And some of the destination exclusives that they share, you can seek out the Cathedral di San Lorenzo, um, Plaza Ducale, and the Renaissance palaces of Via Garibaldi to visit the best of Genoa's art collection, as well as the grand furniture and decor from the city's past. And then you can also visit the Acquario de Genova and discover sea creatures from all around the world's major habitats, including the world's largest reconstruction. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So they have the world's largest reconstruction of a Caribbean coral reef. And that would be something interesting to see. Like, I guess, man made coral reef. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then you can visit, you can do a journey to the A-list Portofino Resort and stroll through the abundance of fancy shops, bars, and restaurants. I mean, what else do you do when you go to these amazingly seemingly like untouched cities? Like, you're going there to see what it looks like, right? You want to walk through the cities, you're going to take your photos because all of the buildings are pretty. You want to taste what their food tastes like, so you're going to eat with the locals, you know, do all the things. That's why you're there. Hello. All right, so this is day 2 in Portofino, and you have from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And remember, this is an example of a 7-night Mediterranean cruise, and it's round trip from Rome, and it's 988 or 989 per person. Day 3, you end up in Provence in France, and here you're going to explore the third most renowned and populated metropolitan area in the country, boasting a bustling street life full of aromatic cafes, fresh fish markets, and breathtaking views. And this marvelous city provides a remarkable experience that you won't forget. So, just think of a coastal city with older style buildings and a marina. So you're just walking around a marina, very cute marina, and all of the food that's there, you're gonna watch the people do like their daily do. People fishing, people just, enjoying a day sailing on the water. Just take that in. Even that, the sound of that or the visual of that in itself is so relaxing. So you're going to visit Avignon and marvel at the low medieval walls, which are still encircling the old center as it nestles up against a 90-degree bend in the Rhone River. You're going to take in the extraordinary views, um, and you're going to explore the province to experience a traditionally conservative town filled with charming cafes and awe-inspiring museums. It's just like literally what I was just talking about, right? Like, you're just going to walk around and just take in the sights of the town, take in the sights, take in the sounds, take in the smell, and then taste the town, eat all the food that's there as well. So that's day 3 of the 7-night Mediterranean cruise round trip in Italy. And again, these are the Memorial Day sales with MSC. And so this one is $989 per person. Day 4, you're in Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona has a lot of art, you know. You're gonna do the cathedral. There's so many things that you could do, and there are actually like a lot of places that are less known where you can get even better photos. And so yeah, but this is what they say. You're gonna voyage to stylish Barcelona to discover a city vibrating with life and energy, from bars to hidden alleyways and designed boutiques to unmarked gourmet restaurants and crafted outlets. Some of the destination exclusive, because I'm always going to mention the destination exclusives that they offer, and this one is in Barcelona. So you're gonna go to the city center. You're gonna go to all of the world class art museums, restaurants, bars, the galleries, and you're shopping. Right, it's Spain. And you're gonna go to the mountain of Montserrat and visit the basilica and monastery buildings, or marvel at the extraordinary mountain views from the terrace. And they also mentioned that you can stroll down the funky El Raval, where there are cool bars, restaurants, and boutiques, and they have how do they say it? And but boutiques have mushroomed in the wake of the Barcelona Museum of Contemporary Art. So I guess they don't really give you a lot of things. They don't give you a lot of things to do here, but I feel like everybody knows like the top things that you want to do when you're in Barcelona. So I will leave that there for you to explore. But all of I think like the tiles are the thing. Like they're very vibrant, and it's just very picturesque. So those are the things that you want to do there, and you're docked. Excuse me, you're docked from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then day 5, you go to Ibiza to party. Woo! I don't do people do anything else in Ibiza besides party? Let me know. I don't know. Okay, so it says disembark on an island known for its rich party culture and beautiful hotspots when you visit stunning Ibiza. With its fortified old town, rich archaeological sites, and brilliant array of beaches, this extraordinary island offers an array of experiences to create unforgettable memories, which is what we're here for at Gift of Travel. This is what we do for you. And so your destination exclusives, you set sail to the island of Formentera for a relaxing getaway filled with pristine beaches and brilliant blue waters. You go to St. Joseph de Satalia in San Jose to view the 18th century whitewashed church known for its decorative simplicity, and then take a short trip to visit San Antonio and sightsee its popular village located in a gorgeous harbor. So these are the things that they highlight that you do in Ibiza either before or after you go to party. Up to you, right? Because that's what you're going to do in Ibiza. Oh, and I also need to highlight this stop is actually one of the late stays. So, like with some of the cruises, like you go and it's just the daytime, so like 8 to 5, and so you have to leave for nighttime. But because Ibiza is such a party centered or party focused culture, they give you some time to enjoy the nightlife in Ibiza, which is amazing, right? So you definitely have the opportunities to take advantage of the culture of Ibiza, like daytime and nightlife. And so that's really cool. So you have 12 hours on Ibiza. So 11:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. So I would just highlight that and recommend that you don't drink too much so you don't miss report time back at 11:30, right? So you want to party, but don't party too much so you miss the boat. You have to go back. And then day 6, you're at sea. Day 7, day 7 is Sardinia. Okay, and let's see what they recommend that you do there. So on Sardinia, they recommend head to the bustling areas of the Piazza Yen and Largo Carlo Felice to discover amazing restaurants and fashionable shops. You want to visit the local museum. There's a National Archaeological Museum and view some captivating collections that they have there. And then you want to journey to the monumental Bastion San Remi and make your way up a grandiose flight of steps to witness Caligari's best views over the port and the lagoons beyond. So you want to take in the sights, is what they're saying, and be ready to walk a little bit. Okay, and so that's day 7. And day 8, you head back to Rome. I like the sound of that one. So you have ports of call. Let me get my words together. 6 ports of call, 1 day at sea. So you know what? I actually like this because there are a lot of 7-day cruises that give you 2 days at sea. So it's not like you're not seeing a whole lot of things. But this one only has 1 day at sea. So you're actually stopping at the different locations around the country, and you get to get off and explore. So that's really nice. And so again, 7 nights Mediterranean cruise. This is the MSC Orchestra. So this is a different ship. It's a round trip in Italy from July 21st to the 28th, and it's 989 per person. And again, I was just giving this one as an example because July is like tomorrow. Like that's what it feels like, right? So this is like a last minute cruise deal that they're offering, and it was listed as part of their Memorial Day sale. So I just wanted to share that with you, just so you have an idea of what types of sailings are available. Let's see. I have some more here. If you tuned into my previous live, let me see. I probably won't highlight this one. So what I'm looking at now is a 11 night Bahamas on MSC Ski Seascape for August. But in my previous live, I went over one like this, and so this one I'll just give you the overview. So this one, 11 nights, round trip from Miami. You have 5 ports of call, and there are 2 days at sea. It's in later part of August, so the end of August, and it's from 882 per person. And you stop at the Ocean Cay, the MSC Marine Reserve. Then you stop in Nassau, a day at sea. Then you end up at Falmouth, Jamaica, and then you get to go to like Ocho Rios, to Dunn's River Waterfall, all of the good things there. And then day 6, you're at Georgetown, Cayman Islands. And so Cayman is very beautiful. It's a very wealthy set of islands. So it's going to be very pretty, very pristine, a lot of good food. You do a day at sea and Miami. What? They stop in Miami? Oh, that's so strange. Okay, never mind. So day 1 and then day 8, you're back in Miami. And then you go to Nassau again. I wonder. Okay, so you go to Nassau again, and then Ocean Cay again for those 2 days, and then Miami. I mean, it sounds like I'm sure people enjoy this, but I'm not sure why okay, it's not time to question what they do. But yeah, so you do Nassau twice on this cruise, and then you do the MSC Marine Reserve like 3 times. I think it would be cool to do. I would check to see like if they have ones like the same length that actually do multiple days in Jamaica, because I think that would be cool. Like if you did like Ocho Rios or Falmouth and then went down to Kingston. Um, but I'm not sure that they do that. But I'll take a look and see. So this one is interesting also. So this one is the end of August. So August 24th to September 4th, and it's 882 per person. So that's 11 nights. Let's see. There's some more Mediterranean ones as well. Same type of stops. Maybe, oh, but this one is round trip from Barcelona. So the opposite, yeah, like I guess just like the opposite routes, right? So 6 ports of call, 1 day at sea, which we like. So you start in Barcelona, and then Ibiza is your first stop. So you get the party started immediately or expeditiously, and then you have a day at sea. You stop again day 4 in Sardinia. Day 5 is in Rome, so you can take a look at the Colosseum, etc. Day 6 is Portofino, and day 5 you're in Provence, France, and then excuse me, day 7 you're in Provence, France, and day 8 back in Barcelona. So a 7 night Mediterranean cruise. This one, August 28th to September 4th, and heavily discounted from 1051 to 886 per person. That's nice. Let's see what else they have. Oh, there's Bermuda. We like Bermuda. Mera Vigla. So I was trying to pronounce the name of the ship, MSC Meraviglia. I have to take a look. I don't know that ship. So 7 nights, and it's round trip. What, round trip from Brooklyn? Brooklyn in the house. What? Don't mind me. Okay, so day one, you leave from Brooklyn at 8 p.m. So you can be anywhere and then fly into Brooklyn for the day, or fly into, I don't know, where would you fly into? You would fly into Newark. You can fly into JFK, you know. So the cruise leaves at 8 p.m., leaves in Brooklyn at 8 p.m. I have to find out where, 'cause I didn't even know that you could take a cruise out of Brooklyn. But I'm gonna find out because now this has my interest. All right. So you have the entire day in Brooklyn. That's crazy because they're giving you destination exclusives that are all the way in Manhattan. So you gotta, do all the things in town: Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty, MoMA. Do all of these things and then rush back to Brooklyn to get the cruise. But anyhow, you leave Brooklyn at 8 p.m. Then you have 2 days at sea. So it's just about the ship, honestly. So the dining, the entertainment, the gym, the spa, the people that you're there with, or the people that you were going there to meet. And then, wow, this is nice. You have 3 days. You have 3 days in Bermuda. What? Oh my gosh, no, this is nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna read through some of the destination exclusives. So, admire Town Hall on King Square, which stands before instruments of public used during British rule. You're going to visit the remains at St. George's Unfinished Church. It's a skeleton reminiscent of a Gothic cathedral, which is missing the roof and has lush grass floors. And then you're going to do the Copper's Island Nature Reserve to experience a serene natural environment, home to sandy beaches, walking trails, and delightful warm weather. I mean, anything that you do in Bermuda is going to be beautiful. You got to get a fish sandwich. You have to drink some of their dark and stormies, right? Like, you have to do all the things. And you have 3 days. Like, I didn't even know that they did this cruise. This is nice. Let me see how much this is. 7 nights, and it's $8.99 per person, and you have 3 nights in Bermuda. So that's so much better than like flying there. Like, imagine like getting your flight there, booking hotels there. Like, even if it's for the 3 days, you know what I mean? Don't sleep on this one. Okay. And then day 7 is your day at sea, and day 8 you're back in Brooklyn. I'm highlighting this one. This is a really, really good deal. And I mean, it makes sense because when you go to Bermuda, like, there's nothing else really around the island. Like, if you like look at where Bermuda is, like, they're the only thing that's out there. Um, so it makes sense to stay there for the 3 days. I think that is amazing. That's a great way to see Bermuda, by the way. So 7 nights, August 24th through August. That's a great way to see Bermuda, by the way. So 7 nights, August 24th through August 31st. Sales. So it's available now. Obviously, it's very last minute, but I don't care about that. I'm just sharing what's available with you guys, right? So again, Helene at Gift of Travel, that's my travel agency. So I'm just sharing some of the information that are coming out from the suppliers. Like, I get it in my inbox all the time, but it doesn't make sense. Like, I know it, but I need you to know it too, right? So that you know that we can start booking some travel together. So let's start sending you to some places. And I'm definitely highlighting this Bermuda one because I'm sure this is not the only time that they offer it throughout the year. So we can get that one going for you. All right. So that's going to wrap up my session with you guys this evening. It's been amazing talking to you about the Memorial Day sales that MSC Cruises are offering right now. I hope that you consider thinking of me the next, or just remember me the next time that you think of travel. So Travel is now synonymous in your mind with Helene and Gift of Travel. And so I'm looking forward to helping you book all of your amazing adventures, creating memories for yourself and those around you that you love. Let's send you guys some places. Let's send you cruising to Bermuda. Let's send you on the which other cruises that we did, the Mediterranean cruises. And again, it doesn't have to be for right now, right? I'm just sharing all of the material with you guys because it's there. I just want you guys to know it. All right. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. It's been amazing chatting with you and sharing all of these deals from MSC. Look out for other suppliers. I'm definitely going to be sharing information from other suppliers, but I've just started tonight with MSC Cruises. Okay. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.